Dyson. I'm a digital marketer in Manchester. I'm currently at a printing, design and digital marketing company. Within that role, I do social media managing, website designing and content creating. I'd like to say that I have a very motivated, productive mindset and goal-driven. I've always been that way, and I've always wanted to do more with my career opportunities and always wanted to boost my CV even more. I was recommended the Media Trust programme by my sister Rebecca. For the introduction day, we went over about what the Media Trust programme was about what we'll be doing, such as be given opportunities, about who we'll be working with, such as masterclasses, and about our mentorships with a professional in our industry. The second day was a class from Lewis Howell, who was a public speaking professional. He taught us about how to speak positively publicly and how to kind of sell yourself, such as doing elevator pitches and looking at goals and how to create SMART goals as well. So instead of just looking forward to that one big goal at the end, you create a step-by-step process of how to get there. And the mentorship, it was a one-to-one meeting with someone in our profession who would help us by giving advice about what to do to improve our skills or how to become well known in the industry. So they'll be helping us through interviews and CVs and just talking to us about networking and other skills which you can boost upon. I met with my mentor Chris, who works for McCann as a UX developer, which is an advertising and digital marketing agency in Manchester. Our relationship was really good. He taught us, it was very casual. We just met up at a cafe shop and we just went over about what we both do and about what we could bring to the meetings every month. One thing I took away from the class was the T, which was it's a section at the top which is about all our skills. So mine were about social media, content creating, graphic design and website development as well, and campaign managing. And then there was these two columns at the bottom which is about which one of these skills we profess in. And I think that was my main struggle with what I came upon, was that I didn't have one of these skills which I profess in. And I think that's when I realised that this is what I need to actually move on and figure out what I want to do in the future as a future job role and about what I want to profess in. And one of my other struggles were networking as well. I wanted to gain more connections on LinkedIn and actually build relationships with future customers and other people working in my industry. He recommended to me an app called Meetup, which was an app where you could find events for networking. And I started off just going to a casual coffee meetup for this girls events, which I thought would be a good first step towards networking, as it would just be a good way to actually have communication skills and just to boost that confidence. And then secondly, that made me more confident to go on to actual events in my industry, such as data, which was really good, as I went to an event which allowed me to actually speak to other women who would be in my industry and what experiences they went through and about what advice they would give back to me. Before I went on Media Trust, the problem with how I was dealing with things is that when I set goals, I was looking for what I'll be doing in 10 years' time, which made me start doing things which me myself aren't capable of and aren't confident enough in skills-wise. So it made me quite stressed out and put me in the wrong mindset for how I should be at my age, which is I'm 19 years old, as a digital marketer. And I think that kind of made me realise that I should be doing stuff which I'm capable of now and which I can broaden my skills as a beginner. So I started to do the SMART goals, which allow me to actually plan. So for example, I've got a calendar at home, and for when creating a website, I wouldn't just put a date saying create website. I'd actually create steps from today, and then from that date saying create a plan, create a layout, create good HTML content. And I think that helps me a lot with actually kind of going through it a lot smoothly rather than being harsh on myself and giving me that direct kind of pressure, which I shouldn't be giving myself, but I did. And then I think along this whole media trust program, it helped me realise that I was just being too harsh on myself, and that I needed to realise where I am, where I came from, and where I want to be. And I think it made me realise that it's okay not to plan too far ahead, and it's okay just to chill out and just take it as you can and just take opportunities as they come, as they really are beneficial. As it's better to go out and just have a go at something than just to stay at home and watch TV. And for me, I think it's all about just getting 1% better each day until you reach that 100%, as you don't want to rush into that 100% to start off with, because you're either going to stress yourself out too much, or you're just going to not be going along the right steps, which you should be, and that's just being too harsh on yourself. So I think the most significant change for the Media Trust programme, which I felt I had actually improved upon, was that you have to build relationships with people in your industry so they can help you through what outcomes you should be going on to, and kind of help you through what kind of paths and how many steps you should take to actually get there.